The top. I like swimming and trimming, that's apart from the singing. Some could be sinning while the hats keep brimming. The piper felt a jingle in his pocket. He looked at the paper. It was a sort of docket. After a tune he saw a crowd he could flock it. Then he looked at his watch and didn't mock it. It was nice to know when he stepped out the snow that the snowman's dust was his own fair business as he gathered around a group fearsome and sound. It was a wizard's take, he was not on the make. Instead, he found a small way to make the best of the day without making hay or taking snacks from his tray. He laid down in a jiffy a small order for sippy. Not a moment was trippy, nor was it hippy, and he made for the door like the earth has a core. Then he founded a kiss and sent out thoughts like his. To find a number one place is like tennis to ace. There is art to behold and photography sold. Why take away the numbers from the cool cucumbers? Why not add them in, like into a bin? Rather records en masse than one album and pass. That would make a scene. Especially good when the number one place is where he once stood, and the suit fit the wearer. Not one person could tear a zip from a cloth, watch all caps doff. The gathering said, set your sail for the best. You can help me with my quest. Should they arrive as a form of clarity, sums of excellence from your charity. That was the point that she made, no matter how green the jade. The coldest touch from the air was clay to build a pair of walls to check, and then he could slide and not trek. The gathering said, set your sail for the best. You can help me with my quest. Should they arrive as a form of clarity, sums of excellence from your charity. Then the number one place was always a top-line joint. Officialdom waned as new phrases were coined. Look, collars on shirts. There is an absence of mirth. There needs to be silly pity to work in the city. Sometimes I call up the saints, or the equivalent paints, the ones that are new. Still give thanks to the few without dropping slang. I know that patience grew. He developed fish for the tank and spoke of words to be true. But then the quick rhyme splutter turned to bread and butter. The faster scheme led to closing shutter and shutter, bringing shows to their towns, disagreeing with frowns. And if he heard critics, they were hysterical clowns. Unable to put it out loud, only bouncing around to a new bass sound. That was strictly for those who couldn't handle their prose, with so much else to do, memories forgotten too. A simple plan was too much for this man. Now we've forgotten about Odin, replacing him with a toad in the band of frog. Bounce around like you know him, memories and troubles all forgotten at night. They named a club after a condition. What? He needed more perdition. The blending of juices to make the ultimate health food. Forget it and go. Why didn't he feel health so rude? The gathering said, set your sail for the best. You can help me with my quest. Should they arrive as a form of clarity, sums of excellence from your charity. She couldn't wear a bin liner only to refine her. She wore an LBD, a little black dress. Should you learn a little more or give out with the rest? gradually knitting it together, all the boa with feather, all the people showing out. Looking at Heather, it was the hairstyle that went the extra mile. Avoid heat with the minx, she sits there and blinks. With reportage he is spinning and wheeling a presentation. The gathering said, set your sail for the best, you can help me with my quest. Should there arrive as a form of clarity, sums of excellence from your charity?